Forever Suck It is a new free game on Quest and Steam VR. Basically, it's a fast-paced shooter with a twist. In this, not only do you have enemies to watch out for, you can take them down and steal their treasure, but you are trying to grow by sucking up all of the mess around the map with your shot vac. As you suck that up and pump that into the waste receptacles, you get bigger, you get stronger, and you keep on moving around the map until you've gained enough treasure to then jump to the end pad and finish out the game while people are still trying to take you down. You also have a jetpack. This is from Forever Games, developers of a bunch of different games on Quest that have been popular: Forever Darts, Forever Pool. And if you missed our last free games list, this was included, but now it's fully out there in beta for you to check out, play, get in, and let me know what you think of it in the comments, because I had a lot of fun playing this. Dungeons of Eternity caught us off guard when they dropped a really good looking trailer for what looks to be an upcoming dungeon crawler co-op game. Set to release this fall, it is available for pre-order, but I actually got to play an early build this last week with Steve Knows and Lonely Viper, and we had an absolute blast. Hey Steve.
What's up, bro?
Cheers, mate.
Cheers!
Do I look so classy sitting here?
You look a bit homeless.
I'm also going
Back up. It's like some Matrix music going on here.
This is sick!
Quick, Harry! Drink from the goblet of fire! It's before it's too late!
Oh, dude, I messed up his leg. Now he's just crawling. This is creepy. A special thank you to Dungeons of Eternity because they offered to sponsor a giveaway in this video. And so we've got 2 extra copies of this game. They even set up the giveaway for me, made it really easy. Actually, just sent me the link. So it runs for just about a month. I'll leave a link to that in the description and in the comments down below. Probably another link to that Quest 3 giveaway we're currently doing too, in case you missed that. The game seems to be delivering on its promise so far, as we had a lot of fun in it, and I'm excited to see where it goes, as it has a roadmap even after launch where it's going to continue to develop. Another free game we talked about recently was Glassbreakers Champions of Moss. This is from the developers of Moss, puts you in that universe, but is a MOBA-like real-time battler. We tried the game out and enjoyed it, but said it definitely felt like it was early. Well, it's finally moving into open beta on September 26th, and with that they're adding the next playable character, MJ22 or Mojo. Looks like some of the cute little bugs you fought in the original Moss games, but has a scorpion-style grappling hook to grab other people, pull them close, and apparently give them hugs. Sounds like it even says "love me" when it does this. Love me. Better than get over here, I guess. If you haven't already checked out this free game, maybe after the 26th, especially when they add another character, it might be time to jump on in and see what you think. As Meta is preparing for the Quest 3 launch, it seems like we're also getting news about more of its original titles getting killed off. We talked before about BOGO, the pet simulator with the cute pet. Well, if you haven't had a chance to get in and try this free game, now might be the time, because BOGO and Dead and Buried 2 are both going to end services and no longer be supported after the 15th of March of 2024. That is 5 years after they've launched, at least. Some people on Twitter are pushing that at least move these to App Lab, keep them out there so that people could still check them out if they wanted to. But as developers mentioned, some of the problems with these older games were they were made with very old developer kits that aren't necessarily even available for the Unreal Engine anymore. Dead and Buried 2 has been kind of dead for a while, as it was a $20 multiplayer shooter. Although with something like that, I would love to see them just put it free for its last 6 months of life. None of this is nearly as big or as devastating as the news that Echo was shut down a while back, which has still left a lot of players very disappointed. What other old games might get the axe? I'm so happy to see more co-op options coming for VR, and Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord is a hotly anticipated title that we've been looking forward to for a while. Reviewers are starting to get their first hands on it in demos and telling us a little bit about what it's like. This Ghostbusters game obviously puts you in that universe with up to 3 other players using a bunch of the tools you've seen in the Ghostbusters movies. There's actually multiple different types of levels, which has me excited. There's boss battle levels, objective-based environmental exploration, and some time-based levels where you just have to trap or kill as many ghosts as you can. Upload VR said that they came away impressed but satisfied, but they were also glad the demo ended where it did, meaning they kind of wondered if it's really going to have the legs to be played a lot. The graphical style though has had me excited for a while, and we're probably going to get some final details on this game, if I had to guess, at Connect next week, where I'll actually be. We've known about Demeo's next game for a while, Demeo Battles. This is a PvP spin-off of their original tabletop cooperative dungeon crawler Demeo, and if you still haven't tried Demeo, I've recommended that so many times. How have you not? I didn't even love or like tabletop games before I tried Demeo, and it's changed my life. But now Demeo Battles, we know it's coming on November 9th. Instead of those long 2 to 3 hour campaigns where you're working with your friends, now you're going to be fighting them in shorter matches, 1v1, 2v2, PvP action, all with the same turn-based tactics, the art styles, champions, and monsters, but now you're controlling all of them potentially. We originally thought this was going to be an expansion pack to the original Demeo game, but they split this off as its own game. Does mean we'll have to pay more for it, but I am fully okay with that. I love Demeo. Demeo. Resident Evil 4 was one of my favorite games from my childhood, and when I heard it was coming to VR on Quest 2, I was so excited, and I was playing it, and I was loving it. And then when we found out the remake with the better graphics was coming to PSVR 2, I actually stopped playing on Quest so that I could see that mode of it. And now we know that the mode is coming as free DLC and is set to arrive sometime this winter. We don't have a final date yet, but I cannot wait. And speaking of creepy games, Fast Travel Games has revealed their new hide-and-seek VR multiplayer game, Mannequin. This is an asymmetric horror game with up to 5 players, and they dropped a cinematic trailer that looks really good and shows off a bit of the hide-and-seek style of the game, almost reminding me of kind of a prop hunt where you as the humans are pretending to be the props of mannequins trying to hide from these aliens that are coming through to kill you. It's an interesting thought for VR because something like having to pose and not move is a lot different versus when you're an actual human with hands and a head that are all tracked in real time. You better hope you don't have any tracking glitches. We'll keep you updated on this one because it's not coming till 2024, but the trailer's got me interested. What out in the VR game world has got you excited and waiting? Obviously, Connect is the big thing next week, and I'm hoping to see games, not just updates on games we know of like Ghostbusters, but maybe some surprise new titles. And dear goodness, for the love of anything, please tell us something about GTA San Andreas. Even tell us if it's dead in the water. Just stop leaving us led on and teased and not knowing what's happening. But let me know how you're feeling out there. Thank you for coming out and being here with me once again, and I'll see you in another reality.